Hi, my name is Bintu, and in this lecture of Android, we'll learn how to display the user's location on the Google Map as well as writing the latitude and longitude coordinates of the user on the real-time database of Firebase. Now the question is, why do we require such an app? Like the apps of Ola and Uber, you must have seen that we see the location of the driver on the Google Map. This is so because through this app that we are going to make, the driver's location is being continuously written on the real-time database of the Firebase, and through the user app, we read the driver's location and we display where the driver is right now. So let us start with this lecture.
By the end of this lecture, you will be able to see your GPS coordinates on the Google Map. Also, you will be able to see the current location of the user in the Firebase. That is, the current location of the user will be written into the real-time database of Firebase. See, if I am running it, this is what you'll see. You can see my GPS coordinate of my mobile on the Google Map. Also, you'll able to see that on the real-time database. This is that. These are my coordinates, and this is the code for doing so. I'll explain you all the statements step by step. So watch the video up till the end. Let us start. So let us launch Android Studio and open the same app which we've created in the 15th lecture, that is Information Display app, right? In this app, we have to just add one feature, that is the current location, that is the GPS coordinate of the user. The latitude and longitude of the user have to be stored into the Firebase real-time database, right? Now the question might strike you in your mind that why we want to store the GPS coordinate of the user into the Firebase real-time database. Imagine that you are making one Uber app, an app which is similar to an Uber, right? And you want the user to see where the driver is right now at the moment, and you want to see the movement of the driver on your Google Map. This is what you want to see. So it has two parts. One thing that we are creating right now, that is the location of the driver we are accessing, and we are storing into the Firebase. And in the another lecture, that is in the next lecture, I will tell you how to access the coordinates of the driver which are stored into the real-time database of the Firebase, to access them and display them on the Google Map, right? So the writing app which we are doing right now will store the GPS coordinate of the driver onto the real-time database, and the reading app which we'll be making in the next lecture will be reading the GPS coordinate from the real-time database of the Firebase and will be displaying on the users, that is on the customer's Google Map, right? So let us start. We have to just first create one class. We'll be calling that class as location logging, and this class will be comprising of only two attributes, latitude and longitude. This is a class, and both the attributes latitude and longitude will be of double type. They are initialized right now at the 0. Okay, so let us copy these lines. There is a class, and here in my app, on this package Information Display app, right click onto it, click on new, select Kotlin file object class, give the name to the class as location logging. Okay, double click on class, so it's here, and here you paste it, location logging. The class is created, and here in this maps activity, if you recall from the 15th lecture, this was the location updates method, and this was the location callback, which was having the GPS coordinates, that is latitude and longitude of the user. Here you can say a driver, right? Here we have to copy these few lines. These are the few lines. Okay, let us understand. First of all, you are making an object by name database ref of database reference class, and then you are making this database reference to point at the database, that is real-time database of Firebase. So now what will happen, that database ref is pointing to the real-time database of my Firebase. Okay, and what you're doing here, this is a location object which was having the latitude and longitude of the user, right? So what you're doing, you are making an object location logging of location logging class that we just created, and passing the latitude and longitude, that is the GPS coordinate of the user, to this class. So this location logging object will be having the latitude and longitude of the user, right? And after that, this is the Firebase real-time database. You are making a node user location, and into this location, into this node, you are writing this object which is carrying the GPS coordinate of the user, and you are attaching one event listener, that is on success listener. If this task is successful, you get a toast message that location are written into the database, and if it is a failure, you get a toast message that the error has occurred. So we'll copy this code from here and we'll copy it into this location callback, which contains the GPS coordinate of the user. It is giving you an error because the libraries have to import it. So before you import the libraries of these objects that it is asking for, let us connect this project with the Firebase first. So I'll click on Tools, click on this Firebase option. You get this assistant open up. We have to access real-time database, so click on this real-time database. You get a link, save and retrieve data. Click onto this. You get a couple of steps to connect your project with the real-time database of Firebase. Okay, so the first step is connect to Firebase. Click onto it. Console.firebase.google.com opens up. Click on this Add Project button. Your project name automatically has appeared, Information Display App. You have to accept the Firebase terms. Click on Continue. Automatically the Google Analytics is added to your Firebase project. Google Analytics helps a lot in understanding the traffic that is coming to your project and understanding what are the popular topics, what are the topics which are being very frequently clicked onto your project, onto your app. So let the analytics to be added to your project. Click on Continue. We have to accept certain terms and conditions to use the Google Analytics and the Firebase. Your new project is ready. This is a message. Click on Continue. So your project has come. Your Firebase Android app has been created in Firebase. So you get this message. Click on Connect. Your Android Studio project is connected to your Firebase Android app. So let's go back to our project. See. So you get this message connected. Next we can go ahead with the second step. Add the real-time database to your app. Click on this button. It is saying that I am going to connect these three statements to your project. One is this class path to your build.gradle project, com.google.gms, Google services. Okay. And these two dependencies into your build.gradle of app, that is of module, right? So we have to click on this accept changes button to add these three statements to our Gradle files. After adding the three statements, it is auto syncing. The project is auto syncing, right? Gradle project sync in progress. You can see this message. And remember that your project should be connected to internet while using these steps. Sync is done. Now we can go ahead in the assistant. See, these two steps are done. Now it is asking you to configure your Firebase database rules. So we have to go back to console. This is my console window. Click on database. You should see that your project name is at the top, Information Display App. I've selected this database tab. See, Firebase provides you two types of databases where you can save your data. One is your cloud file store and another one is your real-time database. You can choose any of them. Right now I'm selecting this real-time database. Click on this create database option. It is saying that you have to define the security rules for your database and you want to start in the log mode or you want to start in the test mode. I'll select this test mode and select this enable button. So the rules of my database are being written. I want to read and write into the database. Okay. Now this is my node. Okay. Where my data, where my GPS coordinates will be written. This is my real-time database. Let's go back to the package. See. It is saying that to write into the database, you have to write certain code. We have already written this code. Let's close this assistant. You are finding this error here on certain commands. It is so because the libraries of those commands are missing. So you hover onto this, you will find that it is asking to import one file. Click on import. It has become black. So that means the library of this is included. This database reference is included at the top. See here. Can you see this? Database reference. This library is included. It is giving you an error on this Firebase. It is so because you have not included this dependency. This one. Firebase database Kotlin. We are working with the Kotlin language. So copy this. Go into your build.gradle here. And here below this. Press Ctrl V. Now you have to sync this Gradle. Go to your maps activity and hover onto it and click on You can even press this Alt Enter. Press Alt and Enter key. Import. So it has become black. That means its library is imported. It is giving you an error on database. Click on import. It has become black. Now my project is ready to run. To run my project, I am attaching this phone to my laptop. You'll find my phone has appeared over here. Click on run button. To see my output on my phone, I'll open the Logcat, and from here, this is my phone. I'll click on this screen capture, right? So you can see what's coming on my phone. This is my phone. I have got this message. It is asking me whether you want to install this information display app. I'll click on install and I'll recapture. This is the screen of my phone. My app is running now. See, I've got this message. Allow to access my location. I selected yes, allow. I'm recapturing it. My GPS coordinate, that is my coordinates where I'm sitting right now, will appear on the Google map. And the same coordinate will be written into the Firebase. This is what we will see. Your phone should be connected to net. See, this is a message I'm getting. Location is written into the database. I'll get my location also soon. This is a toast message that I'm getting. It all depends upon the speed of the internet also. See, my location of the GPS coordinates have appeared, and here I'll go to this. This is my node. Can you see that? And here you will find my latitude and longitude. And it is being periodically updated with my movement, right? So my app is working perfectly well. If you followed my lecture, kindly subscribe to my channel, share the video with your friends, and write your comments. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.